Time for Fisher Brad to show you how to put the reel in motion with the poles and the camera while recording fish approaching. Got the nickname growing up. It was chosen by the hometown folks when noticing his devotion. Traveling from small creek to the biggest ocean, he'll be catching every monster and feeling thrilled emotions. Whether it's summer or whenever water is frozen, he's always holding trophies up and getting vids posted.
Hey guys, it's the Fisher Brad, and in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to catch salmon, steelhead, and lake trout from shore, beaches, piers, and harbors. Before I get into the fishing action, I want to mention my guide service. Trip cost is $250 for one angler and $100 per additional anglers. You can also book extended trip times for $75 for one angler and $25 per additional anglers. Lately, we have been catching steelhead from shore. I will also be doing steelhead river fishing trips that require waders as soon as the river levels have increased. I'm also very excited to mention I'll be starting to sell custom painted lures. I'll be starting off painting half-ounce Little Gem Cleos. They look like the Little Cleo, and I'll be painting them my favorite colors. So if you'd like to buy some, please send me a message. To book your trip, you can call 586-719-8935. If you do call, please leave a voicemail. And also call if you'd like to order some lures. Make sure you guys stop by Anderson's Pro Bait, located in Port Huron, Michigan. Ask where the fishing's been hot lately, ask what lures to buy, and also pick up some live bait. Their minnows catch fish or die trying. Hey Steve, you think I can cast into one of my old holes? You think I can cast into one of my old holes? I can see a couple of them out there. I'm jigging one rod and I got a bobber over to the left.
Why are you jigging?
Because it kills them.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it does.
No.
Did you not see my last video? You watch it. Jig it without a bobber. Kills them. It does. Just barely bounce it.
What?
Just barely bounce it.
Bottom?
Foot off bottom.
Straight down.
Straight down. The most common mistakes I find when people try to jig is they're too low and they're hitting the bottom. This causes their jig to get weeds and then the fish will no longer hit. The best method to jig for Atlantic salmon, coho, and steelhead is to just barely twitch it. It'll make them go insane. For the bait, you can use small or large minnows, other live bait, as well as spawn. I find the best way to use spawn is underneath a float. I like windy days because it allows my bait to move all around. On days where it's very windy, I try to have a 3-foot leader instead of a very long leader in order to make sure that my bait is always in a strike zone. If you can find a place where your bobber will stay in the exact location, you can use a fish finder in order to see how far off the bottom you actually are. A foot off the bottom is always in the fish, I found. I hold my jigging rod and my float rod in both my hands because I don't want to miss a bite. I am visually always looking at my float, so as soon as it goes to move, it could go towards me, away from me, left, right, or down, and I will be able to set the hook instantly. Oh, right there, hooked up. Steelhead. Yeah, I need a net. When I beach fish for steelhead, Atlantics, or coho, I find that float fishing with 3 float rigs is the best way to do it. Make sure they are in all the same area so you can just stare in one general location and be able to see all 3 floats at all times. I personally like to fish the beaches when the wind direction is pushing the floats away from us. In this video, the wind was about 20 miles per hour. When battling steelhead, I like to reel in as fast as possible. These fish love to move all around sporadically, so they can turn back and forth very fast. If you reel in as fast as possible, this prevents them from being able to shake off your hook. Float fishing for steelhead with this method is very effective. However, if you are not paying attention, you will miss every single bite you get. So it's very important that you stare at your floats the entire time you are fishing. Hey, show off the camera. Hold it up. If there is not a lot of wind to help your float rig move around, you can also slowly retrieve it in order to give it some movement. These fish will crush it, so make sure you're watching your float while you retrieve it in to watch it dunk down. Perfect. When you're casting where there's a lot of slush and a lot of ice moving around the water, you want to focus on casting into the open pockets. You can get a lot of fish in these conditions if you play it right. Puked up. Nice, nice. Here. Here, watch out, watch out, watch out. I got the net. Watch out. Keep it on. Oh, that is a big one. Is it a steelhead? Oh no, it's a laker. Oh yeah! Nice job!
Yeah, that spot looks so good, doesn't it? I'm like, come on.
Right? It's a fatty. Probably like a 34-inch.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I think it's like 34, 35. Yeah, that's a big one, man. Nice job. Your bob's